Let's do a kanji recap of 5 JLPT N5 verbs. You stand beneath a roof, but not for shelter. It is a place where knowledge is passed down, where generations before you came to learn and study the truth. To understand its origin, let's take a look at the original version of this character. This character was divided into 3 parts. The bottom is the radical for child, the middle represented a roof, and finally the top represented 2 hands mingling. As time passed by, to facilitate the writing of this character, it got simplified into the version we know today. Fun fact! Today's kanji is found in the word student or gakusei. It is one of the first and most common words Japanese learners encounter. It is a perfect blend of gaku, to learn, and sei, life, literally a learning life. The kun reading is mana. The example is manabu, or to study, to learn. The sentence is Yokyū de manabu nihongo, high level of Japanese learning. The on reading is gaku. The examples are daigaku, university, and igaku, medicine. Do not confuse learn with character. Although the kanji learn has been simplified, some students remember it by thinking of it as a child with 3 light bulbs on top. So next time you see this kanji, imagine the roof of a school and the eager hands of students reaching for knowledge. Learning is not just in the books, it is the curiosity you carry with you. Imagine this, you've been working all day, your body aches, and all you want is close your eyes and rest. That simple image is exactly what today's kanji is all about. But let's dig a bit deeper by looking at its shape. On the left, you see the person. On the right, you see a tree. Put them together and it is literally a person resting against a tree. It is the perfect visual representation of taking a break, finding a moment of rest, and relaxing after a long journey of hard work. Fun fact, today's kanji can be found in the word oyasumi, which carries a lot of warmth. It is a more heartfelt way of saying good night than a simple farewell, wishing someone a truly peaceful and restorative rest. The kun reading is yasu. The example is yasumu, or to rest. The sentence is Kyō wa ichinichi yasumu sengen. I'm announcing that I'm taking a day off today. The on reading is kyu. The examples are kyūka, or day off, and kyūjitsu, or holiday. Please do not confuse. This is a kanji that is commonly confused with the kanji for body. But as you can see, rest is a person with a tree, while body is the person with origin, also known as the kanji for book. So next time you're feeling exhausted or very tired, please remember this kanji. This is the person leaning against that tree. A simple, timeless reminder. Sometimes it is okay to rest. Let's say you are standing at a crossroad. To your left, a quiet temple path. To your right, a bustling market street. You take a step forward, and in that single motion, you have entered the world of the kanji, going. At its core, it means to go or to carry out, but it also carries shades of meaning like journey, line, or conduct. This one kanji can take you in many directions, literally and figuratively. Now, let's break it down. This character is the pure representation of a crossroad or an intersection of 2 paths. This visual instantly conveyed the idea of going, walking, or traveling. Fun fact, this kanji is one of those with several readings, so much that the verb to go can be read as iku or yuku. So what is the difference? These two can mostly be interchangeable, yet in words like yukue whereabouts, or yukusue, one's future, only use the reading you. Main kun readings are I and okona. The examples are iku, to go, and okonao, to perform. The main two on readings are kou and gyo. The examples are ginko, or bank, and gyosei, or administration. Do not confuse going with beam. As you can see, beam has the extra tree. Going is that left and right crossroad. Which meaning of this kanji do you use most often? Going somewhere, taking action, or reading a line of text? Drop your answer in the comments. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Words. They can heal or they can hurt. They can start words or end them. And the Japanese kanji for to say carries the weight of that truth in every single stroke. The earliest forms were the drawing of a mouth with a tongue or a series of lines coming out of it. This depicted the action of speaking or words coming out. The top part is believed to represent the tongue or the movement of the sound, and the bottom is the mouth. It is a direct and intuitive visual of the primary action of human language, the making of sound to convey meaning. It is a kanji that is literally about getting your message out there. Fun fact! Today's kanji is an extremely common radical, and when it appears on the left side, it is telling you the kanji's meaning is related to speech, discussion, or thought. Examples include hanasu, to talk, yomu, to read, and yurusu, to allow. The kun reading is I. The example is you, or to say. The on reading is gen. The examples are hatsugen, or statement, and gengo, or language. Do not confuse say with trust. Trust has the radical of person, while say is a radical of its own. In Japanese culture, words are not just sounds, they are energy. There is even a belief called kotodama, the spirit of words. It means the mysterious power of words alter reality. That is why if you believe that you will learn all Japanese kanji, it will happen. Back in the old days, food was not just a choice, it was survival, and every meal was earned, not ordered. And in ancient Japan, one kanji came to represent the most basic human act, to eat. At first glance, this kanji looks complex, but once you see the story, it is unforgettable. The top represents a lid or cover. Beneath it, the bulb holding steam rice, and underneath, a ladle. It is a very direct and intuitive visual of the act of eating or of food itself. Over time, it became more stylized, but its core meaning of nourishment and consumption remained. Since food is such a beloved item in life, this kanji is also a radical, but watch out, as the radical version is slightly different from the kanji. The examples are nomu, to drink, ueru, hungry, and meshi, or meal. Fun fact! There are two common ways to say to eat in Japanese. The first one is taberu. This is the most common and normal way to say to eat. On the other hand, there is ku. This form is commonly used by males with close friends. The ku reading is ta. The examples are taberu, or to eat, and tabemono, or food. The on reading is shoku. The examples are shokuji, or meal, and shokumotsu, or food stuff. Do not confuse eat with good. Very similar, but if you look closely, you can see that eat has the lid covering the food. Before every meal in Japan, people say itadakimasu, a phrase that uses the concept of receiving. The act of eating is deeply tied to gratitude, and today's kanji is at the heart of that. And before you go to eat something, don't forget to subscribe. Now, I got a challenge for you. What is the meaning of this word? Type it in the comments.